Let's throw it ahead, shall we then? LME, Germany. What would you think about them being the first big name to fall in this World Cup? Or can they turn things around like Argentina did?
It's tricky because I've had my doubts over Germany. Listen, they're talented and they have clearly a plethora of players, whereas whether it's the Bundesliga or anywhere else that can create some magic. I do worry sometimes when a first-time manager at a World Cup in Hansi Flick can do. He's obviously so talented and he can do things. But Japan exposed a few things about Germany that I think we knew for a while already. This is not your grandparents, uncles, or even your older cousins' Germany from previous World Cups. This is a team that is still a little vulnerable at the back. When I saw that back four, they can allow you to play. And now they're going to play a Spanish side. Yes, a deceiving scoreline against Costa Rica because they are definitely the worst team in this tournament, going through their own transitional issues. But Spain obviously can play. They can find the space. They know how to penetrate. So Germany has to be at it. So it's not a terrible gamble to say that Germany might struggle. I'm expecting a technically savvy game, but one that I think Spain ultimately will win. That's not to say that Germany isn't a good team, but they are in their own transition of their own. I see Spain winning that one.
You fear for them, Gab? Germany?
Well, am I going to fear for Germany? Am I going to feel sorry if Germany get knocked out? Well, what
are you getting that shirt, Gab?
Italian-German shirt that we're getting you made?
No, but the reality is if Japan beat Costa Rica earlier in the day,
which will happen,
which is entirely feasible. If LME is right, if Germany lose to Spain, they're out of the World Cup after 2 games. Now, I don't believe that can happen. It doesn't happen in my universe, the one composed of 3 dimensions. I can't think I can't conceive of something like that. Germany out of the World Cup after 180 minutes. So
yeah, I think it's even if they just don't beat them, right? If Japan win, then Germany would bat if they don't beat Spain in the last game. So it would have to be,
even if it's a draw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they have to win. Yeah. No, so I can't conceive that.
You think that Germany's winning this game?
I'll tell you another reason why. And look,
I'll tell you for why. Go on then.
I'm a huge fan of Luis Enrique. One of the people I admire most in football, Franco Baldini, said Luis Enrique is the man that everybody would want to be if they were a man, but don't have the courage to say that they want to be Luis Enrique, right? I mean, the man is a genius.
So cool.
Well, I want to be the Peruvian Colin Firth, but go ahead.
No, enough with the Colin Firth.
Enough with that.
Anyway, I agree with your point. Luis Enrique is fantastic. Go ahead.
That said, and we love how Spain play and free-flowing and whatever, and Gavi's a genius. But, man, think back to the Euros.
Yeah.
How many of those games in the Euros did they actually stuff the opposition? I would say the Italy game, no doubt, and they probably deserve to beat Italy, although we know how that one turned out. But so many of these other games, and I think, I don't know if he's trying to be too clever or whatever. I go back to the lineup that he puts out. Like, you don't have to play old Busquets in midfield. You don't have to play it's possible that you see something that nobody else does, and that's fine. But, you have old Azpilicueta who can't get a game for Chelsea. You have Jordi Alba on his way out at Barcelona who's there.
Yeah, he doesn't care, Gab. He doesn't care what any player, any Spanish player does for their club. He does. He's going to start Sergio Busquets until Busquets can't even walk, my friend. It's going to happen.
I love it when you do stuff that's counterintuitive and so on. And you're a genius as long as you get it right. And my only thing is with him, and we saw this at the Euros as well, there were so many games, and look, they look so clever and whatever, and then this one can't finish, and that one falls over, and then it comes down to when you need penalty kicks against Switzerland, or even in the group stage when they kept dropping points. Now, Germany can punish that.
They just need to pretend they're buying in their heads and that it's Barcelona that they're playing in their heads and things might be okay.
Yeah, and then maybe they go and they win 8-2 or whatever the scoreline was. Germany are not – I'm just thinking of the physical mismatches, right? Because he's like, oh, look, I'm clever. Yeah, fine. And then, what if he does something crazy like start Eric Garcia and then Sula comes and There's so many things that can go wrong for Spain.
And the only thing that I'll just echo Gab here, Kay, is that support Gab's argument is that Costa Rica game was very deceiving. We pretty much learned nothing aside from the fact that Spain obviously loves to keep the ball.
But so also to say though, Gab, you're saying how many teams did they have a blowout against in the Euros, but what did they still manage to do? Win. That's the other way of looking at it as well. They still managed to get to where they did, when nobody expected them to. They just seem to have.
So what do you have, Kay, in this game?
I don't know.
You got to give. So Gab thinks it's a Germany win. Yes.
What? Well, it has. Well.
It has to be, right?
No, but
otherwise the order of the universe will be
I know it has to be, but is that what you predict? A Germany win? Silence.
No, I don't.
What do you have? A draw?
Even though I've got Spain and Germany going through, I think Spain are going to win this game.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.